You know those lightning sound effects? They were pretty cool. Hello there, beautiful friends. From around the world, I'm going to be your host, Blackenfist, and this is my whole summation, my review of episode 24 and 25. With all the players now set, the battle between Goku and Frieza has now began in episode 24. Considering the fact that this is mostly a fighting episode, in terms of story details, not much has changed from the movie. However, I guess you could say that a lot more talking was done in this episode. The most interesting thing I found about this episode really was, when Vegeta did that whole attack Goku from behind because he was getting impatient thing. That was portrayed a little bit different in Super than it was in Resurrection F. In Resurrection F, it was portrayed to be a lot more humorous and it was more of a joke when Vegeta did that in the movie, but in Super, the whole tone and the whole atmosphere and all the characters reacting in a very serious manner and talking about how Vegeta used to work for Frieza made the scene all a little bit more serious, in my opinion, which I don't know if that was the best of decisions. Overall, I don't think this episode was very strong. The fighting was okay, but it was intermixed with a lot of dialogue, and with Frieza pretty much repeating the same thing. I want my revenge on you, Goku. Pretty much the same thing that you heard before in Super, and you heard it in the movies as well. I guess you could say the transformation of Goku into a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan was pretty cool. On side note of the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan transformation, did anyone find it a little weird that when Goku was about to transform, Frieza was about to attack him, but Goku said, "No, you better not," and then Frieza said, "Alright." I don't know if they were trying to poke fun at the whole thing where when a character transformed, everyone just stops attacking for some reason, but I don't know, that just kind of seemed a little weird to me. Episode 25, we continue the fight, and of course, Frieza unleashes his new transformation. The fighting, I think, here really does pick up. I think that the fighting here was actually pretty good. It was a lot more action-packed and a lot more things were going on instead of the holding, which happened a lot in episode 24. But obviously, the highlight of episode 25 is when Champa and Vados show up. I guess the biggest takeaway from this is we finally get confirmation, at least in the anime we do, concrete confirmation that Champa is a god of destruction from Universe 6. From the little interaction that we do get, it seems that Champa and Beerus seem to be rivals of sorts. But the other piece of information I also found interesting was when Champa and Vados were having a conversation about collecting something and having 5 and needing 2 more. To me, this is clearly a reference to the Dragon Balls. There are 7 Dragon Balls and they needed 2 more and they have 5 already. So this is probably tied into the next upcoming arc about probably the Super Dragon Balls, which will come into play. We don't know what they're gonna do with them, but that's obviously what they're referencing. Other than that, I say episode 25, I give it a 1 thumbs up. It wasn't one of the greatest episodes. The action was good. Overall, I think the Champa stuff was probably the most interesting stuff in episode 25, but it seems that the Resurrection F arc is about to end and we're about to get more into this new arc, which quite honestly, at this point, I kind of want Resurrection F to end as quickly as possible, which honestly, this whole arc, you could say, has been going by pretty fast. It's a pretty short arc, which it really wasn't a surprise to me because most of Resurrection F, the movie, was fighting anyway. It wasn't a lot of story. But anyway, guys, that's my review, episode 25 and 24. And of course, if you like this video and you want me to keep doing these reviews, and if you want to see them, subscribe to the channel, as you will get these as soon as they come out. But anyway, guys, I'm Blackenfist, and until Dragon Ball calls again.